Hello, I'm here today to do a quick review of the Eccen 13-watt portable solar charger. It is a two-panel display, one in the front, one in the back. The whole thing unzips rather nicely like that and unfolds into two panels. This way you can face it towards the sun. They're both they're flexible, but they're rigid enough that even with one point of contact you can tilt it up and aim it towards the sun and keep it where you need it to go right there. Real quick, I'm just going to jump right into it and we'll go over the performance of the actual solar panels. It's probably the most important thing here. They perform quite well. I tested this using a USB voltmeter and a Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and I found that with the phone in its on state, with the screen on, the phone on, this will charge that phone just as quickly as if you were to plug it into a home charger. That's at a rate of 1.15 milliamps at 4.94 volts, which gives you 5.68 watts of power transferring from this into your phone. When you plug it into the home charger with the phone on, screen on, you get pretty much the exact same performance. It's at 1.15 milliamps of power, give or take a tenth of a volt, and just about the same amount of wattage then. So this does perform really well. Now if you turn your phone off, you turn the screen off, the phone is going to draw more power from whatever is charging it, so your home charger at that point is going to perform about 50 to 75% better than what you're going to see here. So you're not going to get the same sort of charging capabilities as you do when you turn off your phone and throw it on the charger, but you're going to get about the same amount of charging capabilities when the phone itself is on, like when you have it in your car and you've got your GPS on. Same thing with this. You're going to be able to plug into this, put it on your back or wherever to face the sun, use your GPS, use your radio, use whatever you want on the phone, and it's going to charge just about as quickly as it does on the home phone. That was pretty impressive. So the solar charging capabilities of this is great. Now let's kind of go over the build quality. Everything on this is done pretty well. On the inside here, you're going to see that we've got a large mesh pocket. This pocket is large enough to fit an 8-inch tablet, no problem. I tried it with my Samsung Tab 4 8-inch, and it fits with a case just fine in here, and then provides a little room up top to store USB cables or whatever. You've got your two neoprene pouches inside of here, and this larger one will fit a Samsung Note 4 with a case on it just fine. You can't quite zip it up. You could if you really forced it, but I didn't want to do that. But it's a nice snug fit. It fits just fine with the case off, and this side's kind of meant for your smaller phones like your iPhones, whatnot. You can fit a 10,000 milliamp battery in this pocket. I was able to just fine. I was able to squeeze a 6,000 milliamp battery into this one. There are little holes at the bottom right there, and this is where you can throw your USB cable, which comes from the little charging port. There is two ports here. I'll kind of open this up and see if you can't see it. Kind of hard to see, but we got two right there. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll throw a graphic up with a close-up of it open and close. It does make a nice seal. The little plastic bit right here does fine. You can swivel it into place, kind of put it in, it squirts in. It's like kind of like a rubbery gasket, so that makes a nice little seal right there. The stitching and the material on this is very nice. The stitching is all straight. There's no loose threads. It's a really thick kind of a nylon material that's very, very sturdy. Again, I'll throw up some graphics right here of just some of the stitching, and then the zipper tolerances are great. When you zip it up, you can't even tell that there's a zipper there. It goes so tightly. The tolerances are really low here, so it's pretty amazing. All in all, I think it's a great panel. It is flexible too. It's really bendy. I love that. I mean, and it flexes. You've got this on your backpack. Let's say this is your back. You cinch it all down and it's bent over like that. It's not gonna break, blow apart. A lot of the other panels out there are rigid. This is a monocrystalline type of a display, and it's a flexible monocrystalline. If you go with a polycrystalline display, they're going to be rigid and hard, and they're going to weigh a lot more. I have another solar charger that's comparable in size to this, but it's much heavier, and it actually has 4 smaller panels that are the rigid panels, and it is actually comes out to be a little bit thicker, and there's no room for storage in it. So with this, you know, I was able to fit the tablet, a thin Bluetooth keyboard, and a spare battery. It was kind of a tight cinch zipping it up here, but I was able to get it all in and it fit nicely. It does have the 4 little tie down spots, and it included the carabiners, so you've got it all the way around right there, so you can hang it from whatever. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a pretty impressive solar charger. I was provided one free for evaluation. I'm glad I was. I think it's an outstanding product, and I've received a few solar chargers from this company, Eccen. They're new to me, but they make, from my experience so far, some really good stuff. I've gotten a backpack that has a solar charger, just one panel like this. Another thinner solar charger that has exactly like this, but you can't store anything inside of it. It just folds up, magnets hold it. It's really thin though, really lightweight. But so far this one is my favorite. I like that you can store some stuff. You can actually not zip it up quite all the way and then leave this hanging out while it's zipped up, hang it from a bag. So you don't have to keep it in your bag. You can hang it from outside and then use it to store some additional gear. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a good product. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask in the comments below, and I will do my best to help. Thanks.